episode of The Rich and the Famous, where we're satisfying sweet teeth all over the world. Today, we're highlighting the country of Poland. We're making a dessert called Mazurek, which is a dough-based dessert with some preserves on top. You can pick different preserves and have different types of dough, but today we're making one that's called the Royal Mazurek. Now our ingredients include flour, a stick and a half of butter, some lemon zest, which we already zested, some almonds, sugar, and today we have the apricot and raspberry preserves, and some cinnamon and salt, just pinches of those. The first step we're going to do is just heat up the butter a little, just so it will mix easier with the sugar and the egg, and then I'll show you what to do after that. So in Poland, when greeting someone, you say cześć or hello. A simple hello works as well, because most of them in the business world also speak English. When greeting someone, you use pan for Mr. and pani for Mrs. And these greetings are combined with hugs or kisses on the cheek. Okay, that should be good. And we're going to add the sugar and 1 egg. Now let's blend these together. Okay, some other words you can use in the business world would be jak masz na imię, which is what's your name, or a very important one would be najrozumie, which means I don't understand. So obviously I'll need that one a lot. Okay, that should be good. Now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients of the dough, which is the flour, it's 2½ cups of flour, the lemon zest, almonds, just a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of salt, and then over here we've already hard-boiled 2 eggs, and you need to just use the yolk. So we're going to peel the other egg, cut it in half, and just use the yolk part of it. And that is going to go into the dough as well. I'm going to mush this up, just so it's easier. And we're going to mix this all together. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back it'll be mixed up and ready to go.
Come on down to the drive-thru deli, healthy hearts and a happy belly.
Drive-thru deli, healthy heart, happy belly.
Oh, that looks really good.
That was
Yeah.
loud, Dave.
Good.
Happy belly!
Hi, and welcome back to The Rich and the Famous. So we have just made a dough for the Polish dessert called Royal Mazurek. Now the dough we made, this is only 2/3 of the dough. The other 1/3 is still in the refrigerator. So what we're going to do is take this 2/3 and roll it out. This is going to go in an 8x11" pan. And sometimes when you don't have the right materials, you have to make do with what you have. And I'm just keeping my costs low, which is part of business. And we're going to use this bottle instead of a rolling pin to roll this out. Remember, the size we're going for is 8x11, and it's going to be a pretty thin layer of dough, and it's going to be drier than we're used to also. Again, to keep my costs low, I used flour on the countertop instead of wax paper or parchment paper, and that works just as fine as the wax paper here. It also keeps the dough from sticking to the bottle. Okay, so I'm going to roll this out. And just to review those Polish words, we had when greeting someone you say cześć, and pan for Mr., pani for Mrs., and nie mówię po polsku is I don't speak Polish, which also might be important. So we're going to get our 8x11" pan, just move this into there. Okay, we'll fit this to the pan. we're gonna go back and get the rest of this, the 1/3. And we're gonna roll this out as well. And this is gonna make strips to go across and design the Royal Mazurek. So again, we'll roll this out and cut this in the slices, and we'll put it in the oven for 30 minutes. And when we come back from our break, I'll show you what to do next. Looks like our Polish Mazurek is ready. So, let's see. We just want it to be golden brown, which it is. We'll bring it right over here. I should get something to put it on. Okay, now this is where the creative part comes in. You can do certain designs, you can alternate colors. So we're gonna do raspberry. We'll alternate red, raspberry, and apricot. But you can do it however you'd like. And the best way to learn a different language is to keep practicing. So we'll just review again some of those words we learned. Cześć is hello, or you can just say hello. Jak się masz is how are you. Tak is yes. Nie is no. Let's see. Jak masz na imię is what's your name. We also learned I don't understand, which is nie rozumie. Nie rozumie. That's a hard one. And let's see. Tell somebody you don't speak Polish, which is nie mówię po polsku. Or ask them if they speak English by saying czy mówisz po angielsku. That's a good one to know also. Most Polish people that do business clearly speak English, but it's nice to give it a try every once in a while. Let them know you are trying to learn their language and want to work with them. Let's see. So, this is the Royal Mazurek. Messed up those colors up there, but that's okay. You can make it unique. And we're going to just sprinkle a little confectioner sugar to taste. Alright, now we're going to go out and see if the other people like it. So now you know how to make the traditional Polish dessert, Mazurek, and if you want to make a complete meal during the holiday season, you can learn how to make kielbasa and zakąski, which is just the word for appetizers, and there are a lot of different types of zakąski you can make. It's also important to remember that the Polish like to greet their guests with a wedge of a hard-boiled egg, just as a symbol for health and happiness. I also hope you've learned a lot about the Polish language. Just a reminder, some of the words we've learned are cześć, or hello. Czy mówisz po angielsku, which is do you speak English, and nie rozumiem, which is I don't understand. So I knew I would get that one eventually. I hope you learned all about Poland, and we hope to see you next time on The Rich and the Famous, where we're satisfying sweet teeth around the world. Do widzenia!